Hello everybody. I know I've done a budget video some time back. I've been here 10 months now, and several things have changed since I've been here. Number one, when I came here, I lived alone, and I lived the same place. I lived in the condos here, One Oasis, gated community, and I spent about $1,500 a month with my family, my two sons and my wife. I spent about $2,400 a month. That was my budget. Now, my oldest son and my wife, they went back to the USA. Now it's just me and my 10-year-old son, and our budget is a little bit lower, and I'll go over that. First of all, I'll go ahead and say that where I live in a gated community, and I live here because it's safer. Things are very convenient where I live. I have access to this clubhouse, the swimming pool. There's a playground with a padded ground around it. There's a basketball court. SM Mall is just on the other side of this complex. The coastal road is like 900 meters, and they've opened up bike paths and walking paths there. So where I live is very convenient for me. Could I live someplace else much cheaper? Yeah, I could live a lot cheaper, but this is where I want to live, and this does it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my budget. So I've averaged out the 10 months, and for the electric and the water, and my internet's the same. It's my internet, my cable, that's the same. So with my son here, and just me and my son, it's a little cheaper, but like I said, this is a 10-month average. Now my rent, it remains the same. Now my rent for that, I pay 35,000 pesos, or 641 US dollars. And then, like I said, my electric bill, and it's high for Philippine standards, but I run 3 air cons 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and my electric bill for a 10-month average was 10,874 pesos, or 199 US dollars. My water bill, it's not that high, but it averaged 975 pesos, or $17.86 USD. And my internet and my cable bill, they're bundled, so I spend 1,699 pesos a month on that, or $31.12. So my monthly expenses here for my condo, and they come up here to 48,548 pesos, or 889 US dollars. Now I know in the USA I couldn't live in a gated community with guards 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, a guarded entry that not anyone can come in. They don't let tricycles and things like that in here. There's not dogs in here. There's not roosters in here. You don't hear loud karaoke music. It's a private, and it's where I choose to live. And like I said, I could live somewhere a lot cheaper, but this is my budget. So I guess my next expense would be food. My next biggest expense, and this is because my son, he has a palate for Western food, and I eat a lot of Western food too. So I go to 3 different places to get food. I go to Condo Mall because there's a larger selection there of U.S. food, and I go to S&R Mall to buy different things. There's a few items that I buy there every month. One thing, this Country Time lemonade, I don't drink it. It's full of sugar, but he likes it. And I won't feed him Tang because that has aspartame in it. So there's another grocery store, SM. I buy milk, bread, and eggs, and a lot of other food there, and that's right next door. Actually, I'm going there after this video. So food, I spend 30,000 pesos, or $550 US a month. And eating out and entertainment, like eating out, going to a cinema, say I'll take a ferry to go to the beach. I set aside 10,000 pesos a month, or $183 US dollars. The next cost would be miscellaneous, like soap, laundry soap, personal hygiene items, paper towels, paper plates, etc. I set another 10,000 pesos aside for that, and that's 183 US dollars. And then next would be taxi. I set aside 5,000 pesos for taxi, and that's $91.58. And school's starting soon, and I'll set aside 10,000 for school. That will buy lunch items, and it'll pay for a private school bus, a private school to a Christian school, and a private bus from that school to come in to the community, pick him up, and drop him back off at the door. I also have immigration costs every 2 months, so I set aside 1,860 pesos, or $34.08. So this pool that I draw from, it equals, my budget is $2,114.46 by today's current peso to dollar exchange rate. And I don't go over, and I very seldom meet that. So the extra money, I just put it back in my savings, and I start this over again each month when I get my monthly check. I don't set anything aside for health insurance. I self-insure because things here are so inexpensive. I feel that I would be spending more a year on health insurance than I would actually use. So maybe when I get older and develop something, maybe then, but at this present time I don't. Also, it's a good idea to have a couple bank accounts in the USA in case you have an issue with one, and have a major credit card for an emergency. Let's see, I rent a car once in a while, and I don't account for that because things are not real expensive. I like to travel and sightsee. You know, when it comes to I retired at 55, and my idea of retirement is live the way you want, live the lifestyle you want, without having to skimp or want for anything. There's nothing that I want that, you know, I can't get, or let's put it this way. Since I've got older, it's need. Things that I need. I don't need anything. I can buy it. There may be something I want, like a Ferrari. No, I'm just kidding. But I know people talk about you can live over here for $500 or $600, but what kind of lifestyle would that be? It wouldn't be a lifestyle that I wanted to live. So that's why I live here. And again, like SM Mall's right behind me, and you go there. If you haven't been to the Philippines malls, that's where everybody goes to buy everything. They have grocery stores, they have doctor's offices, dentist office. They got low-end restaurants like McDonald's, the high-end restaurants, and there's many Western restaurants in there. There's a hardware store in there. I actually have to go there and buy a light bulb in a few minutes. And basically, if you want it, you can get it at a mall. So if you're a single person and you haven't been here yet, and you're wondering what you can live on, yeah, you can live cheaper. But if you want to have a good lifestyle here and not be hot all the time, or worry about what you eat, or worry about your budget, I would recommend $1,500 a month minimum until you get settled in. And then you can adjust your life here. And it takes time when you go somewhere, you know, that you got to find out where the shopping deals are, where the restaurants are, the best places to go for different things. So that's my budget in a nutshell. If you haven't watched my video before, or you've watched it, please like and subscribe. Until next time, be safe, have a good one, and mahau ko kayo.